What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 3 of my full week of workouts. If you are tuning in for the first time, I am posting my full week of workouts but as individual videos. I've already posted my quads and glutes, my back and biceps, and today on day 3 we're hitting glutes and hamstrings. So I only go to the gym 4 days out of the week, 2 lower body days, 1 upper body day, and then like 1 floater day. On top of the 4 days that I'll be at the gym, and it's usually 4 days, sometimes it's 3. I do have 2 other days of movement, which are at home. I either go take a walk outside for like a few miles, or I hop on the Peloton in my apartment gym. I will link all information down in the description box. I'm sharing the exact workout, I'm sharing exact weights that I'm choosing. Obviously adjust it to you, but I wanted you to kind of see what that looks like for me. I am not focused on progressive overload at the moment, as I am in a calorie deficit. My main goal is just trying to preserve as much muscle as possible while I try to lose as much fat as possible. Yeah, let us go ahead and jump into this workout. I mentioned in all the other videos, and I'm gonna mention it again, I do 30 minutes of cardio before my workout. Should you do your cardio after you weight train? Yes. But I do it first. I'm also not doing anything high intensity or super demanding on my body. I go for 30 minutes, incline around 5 to 10 depending, and then I walk it at 2.5. And then I jump right into my dynamic stretching. First up, we have Kas Glute Bridges. I've been obsessed with doing like my hip thrusts and my glute bridges on the Smith machine. I feel like it's just easier to really just focus on engaging my glutes. I am going to show you a side-by-side of me doing hip thrusts versus glute bridges. You'll see in the green leggings, my knees are moving towards my body. The glute bridges, I'm literally going down just slightly. The moment I feel like my knees are starting to move, I come right back up. The more your knees start to travel towards your chest, the more quad engagement. When I'm doing Kas Glute Bridges, I'm specifically focusing on my glutes. But when I'm doing hip thrusts, I'm focused on my glutes and my quads. So if you want to hit glutes only, the moment you start to feel your knees start to shift, come right back up. And we're going into Bulgarian split squats. I feel like it's easier to do it on the Smith machine as far as like lifting heavier, because you don't have to focus on your grip strength when you're doing that. When I was doing this first set, those 35s felt a little bit too heavy. They felt a little bit too heavy. It's that time of the month and being in calorie deficit, I was like, yeah, these 35s are not gonna work. So I did pull back the weight a little bit. I took off about 10 pounds. And with these, I bend forward, like I'm leaning forward. That way I get as much stretch in my glutes. If you're more upright, you're hitting quads. All right, now we're getting into good mornings. So when it comes to good mornings, you do not have to go super heavy with this. You can actually keep it pretty light, especially if you tend to experience a little bit of back pain when you're doing like RDLs and things like that. I would really be careful with good mornings, because although it is glute and hamstring focused, you are going to feel this in your lower back. You don't have to go down as far as I am. I would say push your butt back as far as you can before you start to really feel your lower back start to engage. I like engaging my lower back just because I want to build muscle there too. I want to build strength there too. As soon as you feel that back start to work, stand back up. All right, next up we have hamstring curls. I like to do like a 3-second eccentric, pretty much just keeping my muscles under tension as long as possible. Lastly, I'm going to finish up with some standing cable hip abductions. I'm doing these standing hip abductions. My main focus is on my glute minimus. I used to do a lot of glute medius kickbacks, and that's kind of when you're kicking back at an angle. Coming from somebody who I have like more of boxy glutes. One, I don't really have hips, and then I do already have a good amount of muscle at the top part of my glute. I don't really need to build my glute medius, otherwise it's going to make my hip dips a little bit more prominent. So I'm focusing on that minimus, the muscle below that, and trying to build that to give my glutes a little bit more shape. Right, so that is a wrap on day 3 of this full week of workouts, glutes and hamstrings. Of course, everything will be down in the description box. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And then we'll be back in the gym for the final time this week, tomorrow, day 4. And yeah, you can stay tuned for that workout. See you guys tomorrow.